Okay, for a while I've been using just some small bookshelf speakers that I bought, wow, like 8 years ago. I used them for my record player, but I just hadn't been using my record player lately. So I just hooked them up to this computer, my laptop, this computer, like you can see, my laptop. So I kind of have them above me, so it's a pretty good sound. I've been thinking about doing this for a while, but I finally just pulled the trigger. These are KRK Rokit studio monitors. So they're much nicer types of speaker that sound much better and have are meant for like, they're really just meant for like recording stuff. But I think overall, I think I can get a good use out of them. I think they're going to be very helpful in just making everything, like even making YouTube videos and stuff like that. So let's take a real quick look at one of them, and maybe I'll learn how to speak too. The thing says up, and the first thing I do is turn it over. So there's different levels of these. So I bought the. Did I buy this 5? I bought the 5. I bought the small one because there's a 10 that's like big, not from the floor, but like tall. I thought about the 7, but the 7's really big. So these are the 5s. These are the smallest ones they make. It should be good enough for me, and I use them quite a bit. I will be using them quite a bit. So let's take a look. Power plug. I'm going to attach them via balanced cable. So one side goes into my audio interface, and then the other side goes into the balanced side goes into the thing. So it's got like the XLR input on it. They look nice, if nothing else. They smell good. They have a nice piece of foam. You can buy like a little plate, not a plate, a little bit of a thing of foam. So you can put it on something that if it vibrates, it'll dampen that, so it won't mess up your sound. It's got a little bit of on the bottom already, so it won't move too much. They're pretty good size. So they have a real pretty. Oh, well, you can't really see it, but. Always satisfying static cling. So it's a nice interface. It's got a screen with all your stuff on it. You plug in your balanced input. There's your volume. It's volume by wire. It doesn't have a start or stop. That's odd. Power button, and then your plug. So I'm going to hook them up. I just wanted to take a look. I'll talk about them in a moment. For you, it'll be a moment. For me, it'll be an hour. One major problem, I have a plug on the floor attached to UPS. That's on the floor. Where I put my speakers, or I'm gonna need about a 6 or 8 foot lead for my power cable, and this thing is like 3, maybe 4 feet. So I'm gonna have to buy power cables that are longer. I'm probably going to just order some 10-footers so that way I have enough room, because I have them above my head, so like my speakers are like on either side of me, they're flanking me. But I plugged it in to make sure they work. I set them to -5 for the dB just to be on the safe side, so when I started playing something it wouldn't go but it was actually kind of low, so I put it back to 0 dB, and the audio is crystal clear. It sounds beautiful. I just have them standing like they're right here. You know what they look like. So I have them on top of their boxes, their respective boxes, just to have them, just to have them here right now. But they sound really clear. The problem is I can't show you how clear they sound because it's not going to translate properly. But wow, They are pretty. I mean, they sound obviously they sound way better than my little speakers that I have, which are great. But these things, the volume by wire is kind of odd because you have to kind of look at it and make sure you're doing it right. But that's fine. Um, but yeah, that's cool. I've been wanting to do this for like probably like 2 years, and every time I'm like, I'll get to it, I'll get to it. And I finally got to it. I'm really happy with them. I just I wish the power cable was a lot longer, but it's fixable. So these are the Rokit 5 KPK speakers, and first impression is like they're perfect. I think they sound amazing.